Hey, welcome to our channel once again, my friends. Realize Guyana, home of traditional Guyanese recipes. Love having you here. Today we're going to be preparing a dish. It's the month of Navaratri, and for Hindus, this is the time where we stay away from meat and so on. So we are cooking a dish today for such a time, and we are making today Dhal Puri and Channa curry with potato. Classical Guyanese dish. And we have our ingredients laid out there. I'll show you what we have. We have our flour there for the Dhal Puri, the peas which we have soaked and ground already with our mill, and our Channa. Now the Channa, this is the raw Channa we're using, and we soak this overnight. So you can soak this anytime from like 4 to 5 hours or so, or as long as overnight. And we're going to be using some roasted rum jeera, garam masala and curry powder for our Channa and potato curry. And we have some broadleaf thyme, celery, scallions, or shallot as we say. We're using 2 pepper, garlic, onion, and we're using 1 potato in the curry, guys. So I know that some of you may have the question that if we're going to be cooking this in our pressure cooker or pressure pot, and some of you may say that, ask why don't you pressure the raw Channa? But it has a different taste, and it also doesn't cook as good as if you soak it. So soaking it brings out a better Channa curry. So that's it, guys. So let's get started. So while we were getting everything ready, we had already put on some water to heat up here. And this is where we're going to pressure our Channa, right? So of course, as usual, guys, we'll be linking the recipes to these dishes below the video in the description box. And we also have some baking powder we're going to be using for our dal puri, of course, right? So our water is now hot, guys, and we're going to add our Channa. So to this we're going to add a bit of salt. So while our chickpea or Channa is boiling, guys, we're going to get ready our seasonings. And we've rinsed off our scallion and so on here. So there's all kind of methods you can use for peeling your garlic. This is another one here. Pound it a little bit in your mortar and the skin comes off easily. There. So this started boiling here, guys, so we're going to put on our cover to start pressuring this. There you go. So you can hear our pressure pot starting to go. Alright, so this is finished pounding, guys. Alright, guys, so we have our Channa pressuring and we have everything else ready for the Channa curry and potato. And now we're gonna get going with the roti. Mom is gonna start kneading her dough for her dal puri. So she's adding some baking powder, a little bit of sugar, some salt, and a little bit of oil. So it's been about 20 minutes, guys, and our Channa is finished boiling in our pressure pot here. And there you go. Alright guys, so the dough for the dal puri is finished kneading. Here it is. So we're gonna mix our curry paste now. Make our curry paste. So that's the roasted ground jeera, garam masala, and the curry powder. And this of course is our pepper, celery, broadleaf thyme, and the garlic that we have pounded in there. So there we go, our curry paste is ready. We're gonna put this aside until we are ready for it. Time for the potato. One large potato. So Channa potato curry is popular guys in Guyana. This is a must-have at wedding houses now. And this is so yummy too. Tastes nice even with regular oil roti. And even sada roti. Goes good with everything. Adding some oil to our hot karahi now. Adding to our onions. So as usual, we're going to fry our onions a bit, let that release some flavor into our oil, get a little color. So we fried up our onion for about 45 seconds or so. Now goes in our curry paste. So we're going to cook our curry paste for about 2 minutes guys. And of course you want to turn this in that 2 minutes to prevent it from burning. So after 2 minutes or so we're going to add our potatoes. Adding some salt. So we're going to add a little bit of water here to this because since it's very dry, it's only potatoes. So it's not like chicken or anything that would release its own juices. So in that case, when you're bungeing something that doesn't release its own juices, you add a little bit of water. So that's what we did here. So we're going to wait for that to evaporate. And then that'll be the end of our bungeing process. So in terms of chicken and stuff like that, which releases its own juices, you don't need to add water. But since potato doesn't release anything, you add a little bit of water, right? So look how good does the potato look in there, guys. Huh? You can have this alone with the dal puri, right? Looks good enough. So as you see, we have let most of the water evaporate there now. So our bungeing process is done, and we're gonna add our chickpeas now, our channa, which as you saw we pressured. So you give that a good mix, guys. So now the same step with the potatoes. After you've added the channa, you're gonna let this bunge a little bit. Bungeing is an important step in cooking curry. So we're gonna let this channa release its own juices. Channa is gonna release some juices, and then let it evaporate, dry up again, and then we're gonna add our water, right? Giving it a turn. So we haven't added our scallions as yet. We're gonna add that towards the end of the dish. Now we're gonna add some hot water to our channa and potato. As you can see, it has dried down a bit. A lot, as much as it can go. So after that, you're gonna add your water, and that's enough. You don't want your contents to be swimming in the water, too much water, so that amount is enough. You can still see a lot of your ingredients at the top there. So we're gonna cover this now, guys. So now while our chana curry is boiling away there, we're gonna start preparing for the dal puri. We got some butter in here and some vegetable cooking oil. So now the roti process starts here now. Making up the loaves or loyas, whatever you call it. Meanwhile, our chana and potato is boiling away. So we got 17 loaves. Lots of dal puri today, boy. So I didn't show you the mixture for the dal because we did that before and had it in the fridge. You can do that beforehand so you don't have to do everything at the same time. It takes a lot of time. So there we go, one is filled. Alright, so see you in a bit. We're giving this a little turn. Make sure it's not catching at the bottom. Checking on our curry, guys. Taste it for salt, that's good. So, everything is rolled up here now. Soon we'll be cooking our roti or dal puri. So you let the first side cook a little bit. Turn it over an hour. As I said, guys, below the video in the description box we'll have the link to these recipes. Very detailed video showing you exactly how to make these. Perfect. Look at that. Perfect swelling. Alright, so our Channa and potato curry is done, guys. Now we gotta add the scallions on top. Looking yummy, right? Delish. Look at that. So here's our meal for today, guys. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Remember that the recipes to these dishes that we cooked here today will be linked below the video in the description box. So if you like this video, guys, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Click on the bell icon so you get notifications from us whenever we post new videos. Please share this video also. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.